You've bought Rust, but you have no idea how to stay alive in this survival game? Here's a beginner's guide for you. Press Play Game to enter the servers menu. You'll get a list of official, community, and modded servers, the servers that your friends are playing on, and your history, so all the servers that you've been playing on. We want to connect to a certain server, so we press F1 to open the console and paste in the command and press enter. You're now connected. So you spawn in the middle of a field, randomly, somewhere in the map. We're gonna start by checking out your inventory, see what you have on you. Press tab to open your inventory. To the left you see your armor, for your head, chest, legs and boots. We have no armor yet. And here you see your inventory. We have nothing yet, apart from the 3 things we started with: a rock, a band-aid and a torch. Those 6 boxes can be used to put your stuff in that you will be using the most, like your weapons. If you open up the crafting menu, a whole list of items on the right will show. You can craft every item on the list. It will tell you what you need. I already have a lot of items. That's because I've been playing on the server for quite some time. You'll start off with a smaller list. Now press 1 to get your rock out. First thing we need to do is gather some wood and stones so we can build the things that we need to survive in the beginning. You can either hit a tree with your rock to gain wood or go over to a wood pile. If you use it on a tree, it will take you a long time before you gather some wood, because it will only give you 1 wood each hit. So you can better look for those piles. If you hit one of those, it will give you 7 wood each time. So the first item that you're going to craft is going to be a stone hatchet. A stone hatchet can be used to gather wood and stones quicker. You can also kill animals faster. When you hit a rock, you will get 3 different items: sulfur ore, metal ore and stones. Sulfur ore and metal ore have to be put in a furnace to make sulfur and metal fragments later on. Open up your craft menu and see if you can craft a stone hatchet. If you can, then just press craft. Here you'll see the time it takes for you to craft the object. When it's done, the stone hatchet will appear in your inventory. Select your rock and chuck it away by dragging it outside of the screen. Put the stone hatchet in its place. You can see the rock on the floor now. If you press it, you can pick it up and it reappears in your inventory. But we're not going to need it, so just chuck it out again. In order to stay alive, we're going to need some food. So try to kill a deer or a pig. Just follow it around and try to hit it with your hatchet. Watch out, if you run into wolves or bears, they will attack you. It's not easy to fight off a wolf or a bear just with your hatchet, so I'd suggest you just run for it. They will keep following you up to a certain point and they will lose interest after that. As you can see, you're bleeding, so you want to use your band-aid. And if you don't run off and heal yourself, you will die. Pigs are easiest to kill. You just walk up to them and they will run off in a straight line. Keep your hatchet down and hit them. After a few hits, it will fall to the ground. Now use your hatchet on a dead pig to get all the stuff out. You will get animal fat, raw chicken breasts and cloth from this animal, but it depends on what animal you kill. Open up your inventory and you can see all the stuff you gained. If you right click on the chicken breast, it says eat. Do not eat raw chicken breast, trust me. When you start playing, you might want to stay near a road and follow it, just to know where you are. You can also use the sun as an indicator. Around the map, random boxes are spawned. These contain loot, stuff that you might need or stuff that you just want to have. If you walk up to one of the boxes, press E on it and it will open up. This is a blueprint. Drag it into your inventory, right click it and study it. You can now craft this item. You can take as much loot as you can carry. Some areas are filled with zombies. You might want to be careful around them. If you get close to them, they will notice you and they will start attacking you. This hurts. Best thing to do in the beginning is just run away. You don't want to fight them because you're too weak. When you're bleeding, be sure to use your band-aid because you will bleed to death. They will keep following you, the zombies, until a certain point, just like with the animals. At night when it gets colder and when you're hungry, you're gonna have to make a campfire. Just look for a more secure spot. Don't go too far from the road or you'll get lost. Open up your crafting menu and make a campfire. We're gonna need this so it can give us comfort at night because we don't have any armor yet, and we can make food. Once it's done, slide it in one of the slots below, select it and place it on the floor. If you walk up to it, you can see if you press E on it, you can ignite it or open up the menu. First we ignite it. Open up the menu and drag your raw chicken breast onto the slots on the right. The food will now cook. It will take a while though. Once the chicken breast is done, you can slide it back into your inventory. Right click it and press eat. You will now see that your food bar will go up. So now it's time to make a slightly better weapon. We want to make a hunting bow and some arrows. Select hunting bow in the list and press craft. So you might be the lucky fella that found a gun in the beginning of the game, so you don't need a hunting bow. But a hunting bow is very helpful because you can kill zombies with it as well, and animals of course, and it's easier. Once it's done, let's craft some arrows as well. And once it's done, you can just place a hunting bow in one of the slots below. If you get attacked a lot, it might be a good idea to make some more bandages. You only need cloth for it, so almost everyone can make it. Just select it, press craft, and you'll get a few bandages. So now it's time to catch some food using our hunting bow. You just keep your mouse button pressed. When you let it go, the arrow will fire. So now it's time for you to build your first little shack. Open up the crafting menu and select wood shelter. We only use this shack just to put our sleeping bag down. In case you die, you can respawn at a camp and that will spawn you at your sleeping bag. You don't want to put a sleeping bag up just anywhere because people can destroy it and you will lose your saving point. You can either build a metal door or a wooden door. But for a metal door you need metal fragments and we don't have that yet. So we'll just put down a wooden door. Once you made the shack and the wooden door, just place them on the numbers below. Place your shack just anywhere for now and place your door in it. You can now open the door and close it, of course. You're the only one that can do that. However, this server offers you the option to share doors with any other player. Before we make a sleeping bag, let's make a wooden storage box so that we can store our stuff in it. Press C on the box and put all the stuff that you don't want to have in your inventory anymore to the right side. Any player can open any box though. Last thing I'm going to show you now is how to make a sleeping bag and why you should place the sleeping bag. Once you made the sleeping bag, just put it down on the floor anywhere in the shack. Now when you die, you get the option to respawn at a camp. I'm just gonna suicide. And on the right you see respawn and you see add a camp. When you click add a camp, you will spawn at your sleeping bag. This only works after a 3-minute cooldown. The first time you can respawn at a camp right away, but after that you have to wait 3 minutes. Now you should be able to survive your first night in Rust. However, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact one of our admins. Have fun!